Hey, in this video I got 5 licks for you that sound pretty sophisticated, but they are actually easy to play. These are short playable phrases that work in blues, rock, funk, or whatever you're into. Each one is based on a simple idea you can use right away. Even if you only learn one, it's worth it, especially the last one. Alright, this first lick is built from the D minor blues pentatonic scale, all in position 1. We started on G and right away we go to the A flat, and that's the flat 5th or the blue note. Then we keep going up the scale and that blue note shows up again on the 13th fret of the 3rd string. After that we move through the A and C on the 2nd string and land on the D on the 1st string, and then start coming back down. On the way down we go from C to A and then back to that A flat and create some tension here, and do a pull off between the A flat, the G and the F. To finish it, we hit the tonic D twice, once on the 4th string and once on the 1st. For picking, I use alternate picking up to the A flat on the 3rd string, then economy pick as I move to the 2nd string with the downstroke. The way up is all alternate picking again. So you're playing entirely inside the position 1 of the D minor blues scale, but it sounds flashier because of how the blue note is used to create tension. It shows up more than once and stands out. That, along with the pull-off at the end, makes the phrase sound more dynamic without being hard to play. This lick shows how just repeating the blue note in the right spots can make a simple scale sound a lot more expressive. You don't need extra notes, just good placement and phrasing. Next up, we look at how just a few small phrasing choices can change the whole feel of a lick. Lick number 2 is still in D, but it leans towards D mixolydian. This one's all about phrasing and feel, especially the swing. Right at the start there's a slide that sets the tone. Don't rush it. The timing of that slide is what gives the phrase its swing feel. If you skip it over to make it too fast, it will lose the vibe. Then comes a half-step bend on the 2nd string. Bend it up, play the high D, and then release that bend cleanly. Same idea near the end of the lick. There's another half-step bend on the 10th fret of the 3rd string, going from F to F sharp, and then landing back on D. This whole lick depends on your ability to stay relaxed and keep the swing feel consistent, especially around the bends. Don't force anything, just keep the rhythm steady and let the phrasing breathe. This one's all about feel. It shows how the way you phrase, especially with slides and small bends, can make simple note choices sound refined. Now let's work on something a bit more technical. This next one is all about string skipping. We're jumping from F on the 6th string up to D on the 4th and then back down to A on the 5th. After that we go up to G on the 3rd string, back to D on the 4th, and then to C on the 2nd string. Then back to G and finish with D on the 2nd string, A on the 3rd, and F on the 1st. I play this one with strict alternate picking, down up, no hybrid picking, no tricks, just straight alternate picking. To keep it clean, I mute everything slightly with my palm, especially the lower strings, so the jumps sound tighter and you don't get any unwanted noise. point of this lick is control. It forces you to be precise with your picking and muting, especially when jumping strings, and that's a skill you can use anywhere. Up next, we'll keep it alternate pick, but this time we're locking one note in place while the rest of the phrase moves around it. This one's a bit of a picking workout. It might sound like hybrid picking at first, but it's not. It's all done with a pick. The lick is built around a pedal tone, the D at the 12th fret of the 4th string. That note keeps ringing almost the whole time, except for one short break where we play C on that same string before the strings keeps kicking. In the second half of the lick, we start moving across strings more aggressively, so keeping that D pedal tone consistent takes a bit of control. The last note is bend, that opens things up. It contrasts the tight, muted feeling of the first half. It's a cool lick and way more versatile than it seems. You can use it in rock, blues, or even jazz. It's just a solid exercise for your picking hand. You get to stay consistent while everything moves around that one note. Let's wrap it up with a lick that combines everything: bends, legato, a short sweep, and a bit of chromatic motion. This is my favorite of the five. It got some nice melodic movement, combining bends, legato, and a bit of sweeping to give it a more fluid sound. We start with our release bend, going from F to E on the 3rd string, and then play D on the 4th and A on the 5th and back to D. After that, we see through a D7 arpeggio, D, F sharp, A, and C, and land on the D on the 1st string. Then we add a descending chromatic line, F sharp, F, E, all with legato, pull-offs, and then land back on the D again. We finish with a pull-off between C and A, a quick G, and then the bend from F to F sharp. It gives it that Mixolydian color again. Once you learn the fingerings and the timing for these licks, it's one of those licks that sounds way more complicated than it is. This lick puts together a simple bend, a swept arpeggio shape, and a short chromatic line. It sounds more advanced than it is, and it's easy to move around once you got the fingering down. I wrote all these licks in the key of D, but you can also move any of these licks to a different key. For example, if you want to play them in A instead of D, just shift the whole lick down 5 frets. Once you got the patterns down, you can use them anywhere. And if you want easy licks that sound way harder than they are, this is the video that you have to watch. I'll see you there.